It's a really great idea to start off by targeting the media that you want to reach. And that involves doing research and developing a media list that's specific to the kind of story that you have to tell. Spend some time reading the papers or blogs or following the reporters that you think you might be interested in, understand what they cover, and only include them on the list rather than making it too broad in order to be really targeted and focused.
The most important thing when you're developing your press release is to lead off with the most newsworthy, the most interesting, the most compelling information that you can, because journalists have very little time to read through long press releases or too much information. You really need to capture their attention right off the start. And so if you can include the 5 W's, what's different about your company, what's good about your product, all up front, that will really increase the chances that the journalist will be interested in your release, interested in what you have to say, and be curious and want to find out more. An important thing to remember when you're writing your press release is to use language that's clear, concise, and creative. And also remember that it's not marketing copy or advertising copy. You can't be too promotional or hyperbolic in what you're saying because the journalist won't find it believable or credible. So again, if you're just clear, concise, that will really make the difference. Whenever you're developing your press release, it's always a good idea to include a credible third-party spokesperson in it. That could be a customer or a business partner, because by adding another voice into the release that speaks to how beneficial your product was, the difference it made in their lives or in their business, that can really make a difference in terms of the journalist recognizing right away the impact and the importance that your product can deliver to people.
Sometimes instead of developing a full-length press release to tell your story, you can put together a shorter pitch that can be 1 or 2 paragraphs, very concise, can encapsulate what you're trying to say in a very brief way, and can attract a journalist's attention quickly, get to the point quickly, and help to tell your story as effectively or effectively in a different way from a press release. One of the best things that you can do is follow the news in your industry. Watch, read, listen, find out what's going on and what's being talked about within your specific industry sector, so that when you do go out to speak to journalists, you're able to speak about more than just your own product or your own company, and you can offer them intelligent and useful analysis, tips, guidance, feedback, and information that they may not be able to get anywhere else.